vice president title, so I can just, no, I can't. I'll shut up.
How's the Wi-Fi here anyway? On Crackle, Robotech has ended up becoming the top 10 overall title on the platform. And the #1 anime title. Now this is for the remastered series. I know there are some fans, old school purists, who want to see the original broadcast version. If you're into that, you can get all 85 episodes on Amazon Instant Video. So if you have a Prime account, you can stream all 85 of those episodes.
The glorious grain is there.
Yeah, it is.
In glorious mono sound.
Mono Grainovision.
Yeah.
It's great though. It's
With the grain, yes. If you love the grain.
I mean, it is actually really great that it's there, because for a long time I was like, oh, I watched the remastered first, and then I went back and rewatched that, and I'm like, okay, I get it now.
Right.
They love the grain. It makes sense.
16 millimeter, that's what you get.
If you're into the original Japanese version, if you like to read subtitles with your anime, well, we've got you covered too. All of the Japanese episodes of Macross, Southern Cross, and Moss Speed are streaming now on Amazon. And on your smart TVs, if you prefer a service called Netflix, how many of you use Netflix now? Right.
I know there's going to be a test.
We got you covered too. So all episodes are now streaming on Netflix as well. But with all the support that you have given us, one thing that's been important for us to do is to give back. And Billy,
Yeah, so last year we were having a meeting, and it was like, hey, let's talk about how we can give back to the community, because it's something that's really important to me. And there's a fan, he's still around, basically his kid was sick. We were trying to figure out a way to kind of help, you know? So we came up with the idea, and we'll show you some pictures of it in a minute, of partnering with Children's Hospital. And we did a limited edition signed script book, which was pretty cool. We had the actors come in and sign it. We did just 100 copies of it. It was a limited run, and it was really cool, and 100% of the profits went to Children's Hospital. We did this because of one fan. We thought, if you guys gave us a little money, and then we gave it to Children's Hospital, and you helped buy a wheelchair, or you helped a sick kid get better, that means something. Let's be real. We make cartoons, right? And that's cool, but it's more cool to save a kid's life. So thank you very much for supporting this. The thing that happened with this is it sold out, which was, it's like almost I have this thing going, right? It's like I'm just telling a story and he's like flipping buttons and it's working. However, what we decided to do is, if you can hit the button now because I know what the next slide's going to be, we're going to make a non-signed version. It's going to be less money, a little bit more affordable, but 100% of those profits are going to go to Children's Hospital as well. So that's a good thing.
And what's really cool about this book, by the way, it's not just the 3 scripts, because you're like, I don't read a script, it's just what's on my TV, is that there's actually documents about the original creation of the show. You can read Carl Masek's original outline for how he was going to put the 3 shows together. And there's some really interesting stuff. I wrote about it for Den of Geek, but there's a lot of really cool ideas in there about how, there was an idea for Mosquito where they're like, they're actually protecting the original Macross ship. And then there's also original names for the characters. At one point, Rick Hunter was going to be named Rick Blaine for a second.
That's my adult star name, just so you guys know.
Starring Rick Blaine.
Yeah, I mean, I think what's really amazing about this book is with the handwritten annotations, you don't just see what ideas went into it, you get to see what ideas were scribbled out.
Yeah, what didn't get in, which is really cool too. So thank you guys very much from the bottom of my heart for supporting Children's Hospital. We really do appreciate it. Let's move on.
So with all these cool, with this cool book coming out, we've got new comic books coming out as well, you might have heard. And I want to share with you a little bit about our new comics licensee. They've published some awesome properties such as Kung Fu Panda, Tank Girl, Independence Day, Heroes, Assassin's Creed,
I
Penny
like that
Dreadful,
too.
Dark Souls,
Yes.
The Blacklist, and Doctor Who. Gotta guess who this is? It's Titan Comics.
Hey!
Seamus, yay! That's why I brought him up here.
The guy we met at Titan was a really nice dude.
He is a nice guy. They're all great.
These folks have been great to work with. They have a really strong editorial team. They really care about the Robotech property and telling good stories in the Robotech universe. But not just releasing new Robotech comics, they are also working on re-releasing the classic comics too. Soon after the launch of the new Robotech comics, they have a plan to make the classic comics available.
It's for Seamus. He asked for that specifically. He actually did on one of his articles.
No, yeah, because I was like, when are we going to get them?
Yep.
When are we going to get them?
You'll get 'em soon.
And they emailed me and they're like, no, we're actually going to put, and it's not just because I specifically asked the Titan guy.
Yes, it was.
I specifically asked the Titan guy, I'm like, it's not just Kamiko, right? Like, come on, is it not just Kamiko? He's like, oh no, we want it, I believe, wasn't it Kevin said that, he's like, no, we want to do all of them.
Yeah, all.
I mean, you obviously have to buy them, right? Like, you know, these don't just print themselves. But, I mean, I would love some Antarctic Press Robotech comics.
You know what's amazing about Antarctic Press is that they were one of the first companies to do digital files. It's weird to see digital files that are decades old in backups. But I want to share with you a little bit about the new creative work that's being done with the Robotech comics, especially the writer at the head of the creative team. He has worked on such big titles such as Conan. He's worked on an all-female X-Men team. And he's worked on a comic series for a property you might have heard of called Star Wars. This writer is Brian Wood. So he's got real cachet that he's bringing to the Robotech universe. He's got a lot of surprises up his sleeve. We can't wait for you guys to see this. This is going to be awesome. And we'd also like to share a little bit of some of the artwork. You want to see some of the artwork that Titan's working on? All right. For old school fans, they brought aboard the Waltrip brothers. They created this really sweet cover. If you remember the Waltrips, they were one of the longest working creative teams in Robotech Comics on the Sentinels. We have another cool artist, Blair Shedd. He's done these quirky action figure covers. If you're fans of Titan's other books, such as Doctor Who, you might have seen these cool action figure covers. These really look like variants of the old Matchbox figures if you collected them way back when. Here's another variant for Lin Min Mei. All right, we'll do a Lisa one.
We'll let Titan know.
Yeah.
It was funny.
And here's a variant cover by Stanley Lau. Some of you may know him by his trade name, Archer. He creates fantastic game covers for titles such as League of Legends. So this is also really well-liked cover art from some of our fans who have seen this already.
Then we have other ones of this that we're not showing you that are really cool.
And here are new covers that are just being released and teased this week by Carl Kerschel. Here's Claudio, which we featured on our convention tour logo. His take on Roy Fokker.
No pineapple salad.
Rick Hunter. Lisa Hayes.
Go on.
And Lin Min Mei, right? Yay!
I love the room's divided. It's like the nation.
It's like a divided country.
It's okay to like
All right.
characters.
We're going to have an electoral college.
That's
between
right,
Min Mei and
exactly.
Lisa.
No politics. We don't talk politics.
All right. Now we also have new art books coming out soon. How many of you collected Robotech art books back in the 80s?
Well, not the 80s, I wasn't born then.
It's-
But
Seamus is 12.
I am 12 and 3/4.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's right.
Tell us your secret.
Pantene.
So much. You don't even know.
Show me art books, the old ones.
Yeah. Anybody remember these books?
I
These were really nice art books, if you could collect them back then. Thanks to eBay for making them available. They're collector's items, but a lot of fans do ask us, was there more artwork? They realized that the books were not as complete as they could be. And Udon has been working on this for a long time. And here is the fruit of their labor coming out this year. The Robotech Visual Archive. This will be the most complete archive of pre-production art from Robotech the Macross Saga released to date in North America. They are breaking up this book series to cover the Macross Saga, the Southern Cross, and Moss Beta separately. And here is a peek into the episode guide of the books. This is much more colorful and goes more in depth than the classic Robotech Art 1. And here's a peek at the pre-production work. This is their new, fresh layout design for Lin Min Mei. Yay!
No, we put Lisa's page, sorry.
And here's a lot of the detail that you're going to get to see in the book.
It's really cool. There's stuff that has never been released in North America, so it's pretty cool.
So we really look forward to seeing this. And we also have new apparel coming out. We have an apparel licensee that we've been excited to work with, 80s Tees.
Yeah, they're cool, right? Those guys are great to work with, by the way. They're absolutely a hoot. They're so fun.
How many of you are wearing 80s Tees or any Robotech shirts, apparel right now? All right, we have our model right here, who's, 12 years old, right? 12 and 3/4.
This is a great one, actually. I'm like, oh yeah, new generation.
So these are some of the cool designs that 80s Tees had produced for their line of Robotech shirts. Oh yes, the one that our model had been showing off to you.
Seamus the model.
I was a former mannequin, actually.
So it's good. It's fine, me too.
And here's newer ones coming up in the pipeline. Billy, which one do you like?
The one with the booze on it.
Yeah.
Right? You keep telling 80s Tees, give me that shirt.
Wear that to one of your shows.
I will. I'll totally do that. Seamus comes and sees me play music, right? And so he knows the other side of me, the Billy who's...
The band is so good,
Oh,
though.
shut up. This is not the band show thing. This is a Robotech thing. The band is cool, though. It is fun. Anyway, he's seen me libated. Okay, let's go.
So here's some more designs, instant cosplay in the pipeline. These are derived from our hoodie that was popular last
Oh, we
year.
have one. Look, right here. Hoodie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Here.
Dexter, come on.
Dexter's got it on, right?
Show it off.
Woo! Dexter.
Hi.
Look at that. Do the walk. Do the shoulder thing. Turn around like this. Shoot the look. Shoot the look. Go on. Pout. Pout for the camera. You can do this. Oh, look at Steel. You did it.
Sitcom.
You did it. Wink. Dexter. You wore tight pants on purpose.
Oh yeah, there it is.
It's the battle of the models now. And here's more shirt designs in the pipeline. And this next one I really like, the chibi shirt designs.
Oh my god.
Seamus like, oh my god! And then went under the table.
Both.
Yep.
And following up on the popular hoodie, we've got more hoodies in the Flight Fleece designs.
Yeah, those are cool. We showed these in Seattle about a month ago, and people went crazy because it rains there.
And to make sure that both ends of you are warm, we also have athletic socks. And this is a really cool line that 80s Tees has been producing for us, canvas wall art. They produce them both finished in color and uncolored for those of you who are aspiring artists.
It's really cool, so you can like go outside the lines, you can paint your own motifs on them, and they're going to be making YouTube videos to kind of show how to do it, because some people get like, they're intimidated, they're like, I don't know what to do with this, and so they're going to help you along with it, which is great.
And if you end up with a design that you're really proud of, share it with us on social media.
Oh yeah, totally. Totally do that. Put it on our Facebook page. We'll like it and stuff.
So this is all available on 80stees.com. Well, some of them might have sold out, so jump on it. Don't miss out. Here's other new merchandise we've got coming in the pipeline. Well, actually some merchandise that we had, such as these plushies, until they sold out. So when you go past by Toynami's booth in the exhibit show floor, look for this Min-May plushie. Some fans have already, right there.
She's cute.
This is why you invited me up.
That's right. You had the doll, so I said, come up, Seamus. That's all.
I'm warning you guys, this is a limited run item, so don't be surprised if at our next panel we have a sold out, logo on top of this one too.
If only we had something to replace it with. No hints. No hints. No hints. Dana! Not saying anything.
Here's the popular blind box figures that Toynami had produced, which led to them producing all these variants. And also at the show, Toynami is selling the missile armor variant of the VF fighters. They have these in the Max and Roy variants. So they have them at their show booth right here at the show. And to popular demand, they are re-releasing the fighter weapon set, which has the fast pack armor. Now, we've got something really cool right here. You want to check it out? Yes. All right.
Somebody say no, just to be, No. No.
Where's my hover cam?
Stop motion action for it.
So this is the Battle Cry edition with battle damage wearing acid wash.
Acid wash. Like jeans, this is the jeans edition.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. This guy's got it right here.
Oh yeah, you got one. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? So what happened was we made that stop motion animation, and the gentleman who did it for us, they aged it and made it look like it was in a battle and stuff. And Toynami saw it and said, "That's bitchin'. Let's make a toy." And I'm like, "Yeah, you are." And so they did.
Another warning, Toynami thought that this would be like a really niche, limited show item for Wondercon, and were really surprised by the crowds that showed up. They had only made about 500 of these, and they had blown through a lot of their inventory within the first hour.
Yeah, get them fast, actually.
Just letting you know. In the Wondercon booth, if you want to memorize this number, is 827. You're going to be tested at the end of the panel.
No, you don't.
Another great partner we're working with is Loot Crate.
How many looters? You got looters out here? Woo! Did you get the Robotech stuff?
I did.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we were in December. We'll show you what you missed, sorry. Yeah, in the anime box, so let's check it out.
So in the December anime box, we had this really cool USB lamp. And if you plugged it into a powered USB source, you had color cycling.
It actually fades, that's a gift, so
That's a gift. If you were subscribed to the February DX box, you got one of these exclusive items. This is the Special Operations Stealth Veritech. Toynami made it exclusively for Loot Crate, so short of somebody breaking it out of the set and just giving it to you, you cannot buy this anywhere.
sorry. You maybe if you look online, maybe if you subscribe to Loot Crate, they may still have some, I don't know. There's rumors that they might, but don't quote me on that, even though you guys will. I know you.
So to make sure that you don't miss out on their next surprise subscription item, check out lootcrate.com/Robotech. This is their landing page that they made specifically for Robotech, and be on the lookout for new Robotech items that we have in the pipeline. Another new licensee we'd like to share with you is Kids Concept. They make these
that's
really
nice.
awesome, super deformed Veritech fighters. We got one sample right here on the table. This is fully transformable, and it stands 5.5 inches tall. It has a high level of articulation, a lot of die-cast metal content, and it's got LED lighting. And in that box, it includes a lot of stuff. It has a display stand, gun pod, missiles, a lot more. And there's also accessories for it, such as fast packs. And these fast pack accessories come with more accessories, such as missiles and thrusters. And they have their own LED lighting source. And
We don't play with those in the office at all,
a
no.
look at the variant, yeah. There's a Max and Maria's version. And in the pipeline from Kids Concept is new dancing Min-May toys.
It's like weird, like we get the Lisa friendly and all this, we did nothing with Min-May. That's a show fail, I think. Right? We gotta go back to the drawing board on this.
No, what it is like in the show, it starts off with lots of Min-May and then it cycles into more.
We have a plan, that's all.
It's all a part of the plan.
Beginning.
So would you be happy if we had a USB dancing Lisa? What soundtrack would you put to her?
Don't answer that. It's a family show. Look, it says right here, you can't do that stuff.
Next, I want to check if the folks here remember this item from the past.
A gargantuan alien battle fortress has penetrated our atmosphere. With the advanced technology of the SDF-1, you can defend against the Zentradi warriors. Strategically deploy your battleoids. Transform and attack. Now you can be part of the story. Robotech battleoids and SDF-1, new from Matchbox.
So, you know what's funny about that? Somebody actually paid somebody to go, Robotech! It's like the stupid theme song that we have, right? And all they did is, I have an idea. Let's just say the word Robotech like 7 times, and then we can like get a check.
It's not as good as Robotech to the rescue.
That's the other one. Yeah, that's.
Who did the animation for those commercials? They were
I'm not telling.
horrible.
It was my mother. Thank you.
Oh, well, you know what?
That's how I got in the business.
Can we interview her for dinner?
No, can't. So what do you think we're going to show you?
Remember this from Matchbox? This was the granddaddy of the transforming toys. We've had lots of Veritechs and Alpha Fighters over the years, but fans have been asking us, can you make a new SDF-1 for us? Well, we're working on it. This one is going to be a little bit pricey because just to give you a sense of scale, look at the other items around it. This is huge.
It's 2 feet long. Literally 2 feet long. This is the team that brought it to you, or was going to be bringing it to you. And I was actually sitting across from them in Hong Kong when they showed it to me. I got to play with it.
So does it transform?
It does transform. Fully transformable. It's really, 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 really cool.
And it has its own LED lighting. So look out for this coming soon.
Will it shoot out a laser if Zentradi get near the planet?
We're not saying. Officially, we have no comment.
Now we have even more
We don't
new
know what it is
licenses
yet.
this
Who
year.
was asking about the price? You were. We don't know what it is yet, to be quite honest with you. We try to keep the costs as low as we can. We have to import them, things like that, so we have costs. And obviously, this is a big ticket item. This isn't something that's smaller. So you're not going to get it for $30, I'll tell you that. No, it'll probably be available at our store, more than likely. Stay tuned.
So the next new licensee I'd like to share with you is Prime One Studio. How many of you have heard of this company? They're a Japanese company that makes these awesome high-end statues. Look at the range of their work. And I'd like to share with you the work they're doing on their very high-end Veritech fighter statue. Check out some of the detail that they're putting into it, and it also comes with LED lighting. That seems to be a new theme too.
That in Min-May.
Yeah.
I'm going to put LEDs in Min-May. So what I'm going to do is sell it for $500 and piss everybody off.
Put it right here in her hair.
That's right. If you light up hair bun.
And here's a mock-up of the final product. And so we are really happy to be working with them. You can find out more about Prime One Studio at their website, primeonestudio.co.jp. And another new licensee we're happy to be working with is Super 7.
Yeah, they're fun, right?
These guys totally get the retro thing. They're going to be making lines of retro action figures, and they decided to do kind of a little kit bash, mishmash with their first release, which is Robotech muscle figures. So this is going to cover...
It'll cost $500. No, it won't.
Not US dollars, right? Another currency, right? And here at the show floor right now, they have this exclusive t-shirt. You can get it at their booth number 1120.
They're also working on some other stuff that's really cool. Just stay tuned. We're not going to show you that right now because it's not quite ready, but it's cool stuff.
And another new licensee we're happy to announce is Insurgo. This company creates really cool skateboards for the Street Fighter franchise. Working on it is Longvo. He's a really talented artist who's been at Capcom for many years, but prior to that, he had actually worked on the Robotech comics from Wildstorm, and we're happy to have him back in the fold, working on new Robotech skate decks. We love this design. It's a little bit meta, kind of looks like you're flying on a part of a Veritech.
It's cool because that's the deck. The other side's going to have actual artwork on it, just so you guys know. It's going to be really cool.
So if you want to check out Insurgo, they are here also at Wondercon at booth number 2113. Another new licensee we're happy to announce for you is Kids Logic.
Another clap. Thank you. You clap for everything. I love you. Hey! Robotech! Yeah!
They're making these great 12-inch action figures. They're really cool. They come with sewn uniforms with vinyl material and fabric both. And here's a variant created with Max Sterling as well. And
Gee, you know, there was only something that they could sit in.
Yeah.
Whatever could that be?
I don't know.
Does anybody know the math of like a 12-inch tall figure, about what scale that would be? 1/6. Well, this is what a 1/6 cockpit would look like.
That thing's crazy. It's crazy.
If you look at its base, it's not just a cockpit, it's also a sound system.
Can you like plug your iPod into it? Or?
It's Bluetooth.
What?
It is Bluetooth, and it plays music, and it's okay. So the guys who made it, they said, you know what happens if we make it a sound system? Everybody can, like the guys can bring it home, and their wives don't complain about it because it's a sound system. It's not a cockpit. I swear, that's what the story they said. It's like a strategy. I'm like, that's fantastic. So I have an excuse for my wife now.
What would you guys play out of it? What would be the first thing you would play out of it?
So here's a photo of Billy explaining this to
That's
his
me.
wife.
Yeah, I'm explaining that to my wife. Oh no, honey, I didn't bring home a cockpit. It's a sound system.
And this gives you a sense of scale of how big this really is.
Because I'm a big guy, so you can see, right? Thing's huge. It's amazing. Show them some more pictures. We got some cool ones. So that's the inside. It's got all these LED lights in it, which are, I mean, they're really cool. Like, do the next picture, because it's, so in front of him, there's an actual screen that plays video. I mean, it's like, I was like, it's playing video. Well, you guys are insane. This is totally cool. This one's not. Yeah, that was in Hong Kong. You can get them at the Robotech store though, if you want to. They're not $500. A little bit more than that, but they're awesome.
It's a sound system.
It's a sound system. Tell all your significant others it's not a cockpit.
So here's a beauty shot of it. Yes, a little bit more than the average item, but it's worth it. Now, if you thought this was big, wait till you see something that we unveiled at Shanghai Comic-Con. An all-metal, super scale VF1.
What booth?
It's at my house right now.
I was gonna say, where's it right now?
It's right here. Can I come over? Yeah, I have a new barbecue. You guys can come over. Yeah!
Here's another view of it. It's got all metal constructions. It's really heavy. It's huge. And some folks have been asking us whether this transforms or not. What's our official comment?
Our official comment is we have no comment, but we're going to show you something anyway. So yes, it does transform.
When are we going to bring it? Are you going to bring it to the...
Right now it's still in Shanghai, but we're talking to it. We'll let you know. I don't think they can do it at Comic-Con. I don't think we can get it by then, but we're working on it.
So with all these new awesome licensed products coming out from great licensing partners, and a new live-action film in the works from Sony Pictures, as Carl Masick would say, the best is yet to come. This is a great time to be a fan. So we'd like to say again to all of you, thanks. Thank you very much.
We really mean that too. Thank you.
So make sure to follow us, our recent developments on our social media. And we also have a Robotech X fan booth where fans can congregate and talk about Robotech. This is at fan booth FC03 near the 1300 aisle. You can find it on the convention map. And at this point, we'd like to open it all to questions.
There's a microphone, line up. Oh, someone's running, quick.
Oh, snap!
Funny.
Oh, he's right there, right in front.
Dexter always has the first question.
Usually. Okay, what about new animation?
So that's a really great question. How shall I answer that? No comment. We're working on it. Let's just say that. That's all I can say.
Okay, excellent, thank you.
Yep.
I picked up the Gotcha Man anime series on Blu-ray, and it's awesome what they were able to do to put it on Blu-ray remount. And they've been doing that with the Gundam shows too, from the old school. A lot of old school anime from the 70s and 80s have been getting on Blu-ray, and you wouldn't think that they would be doing that, but it's been getting done.
Yep.
And some of it looks really cool. And
Yep.
I'm just wondering. When's it gonna happen? The next step? I mean, it went from VHS to DVD, and everybody's taking that next step up. I mean,
Sure.
yeah, the old school animes, they're all going there.
So the thing with Blu-ray, right, and we're doing it is doing it right. We could upconvert it for you and do it, and it may not be true HD. You gotta remember, you're talking about 85 episodes. You're going back to 16 millimeter print that's at poor condition. Okay, it's shitty condition, I'll be very honest with you. And so the process is really, really, really expensive. It's 85 episodes, that's an insane amount of material. So if we can make the math work, we would do it. People aren't buying as many Blu-rays, they're watching Netflix and things like that, just like you guys aren't buying records. Unless you're buying vinyl, right? Vinyl's still big. But, everything's streaming and things like that. So if we can make the math work, we would try to do it. But right now, that's hard to do. I mean, it's a lot of money. Lots.
And a note about that is there are even shows like Star Trek Deep Space Nine, which has a huge fan base that isn't even out on Blu-ray, and they say it won't be supported. So it's not just Robotech.
Right, exactly. Their math doesn't work either, so. Hope that helps.
I want to ask a quick unscientific question. How many of you watch most of your favorite shows on Blu-ray?